What's up, YouTube? This is T207 here. So yeah, I got some new, well, they're not mine, of course. I'm not the genius who created Yu-Gi-Oh! But there are some new Exceeds coming out in Lord of the Techyon Galaxy and Hidden Arsenal 7 that y'all might not know about. These are underrated, or just not known about at the time. So I'd like to give my 2 cents on those cards. So that's really what this is about. I'm not going to talk about Giant Hand, Emerald, or Level Chain because those cards have already been talked about to death. So I feel like I don't need to say in them other than they're broken. So, first card is Tin Archduke. This card is coming out in Hidden Arsenal 7 and is basically, it's 3 level 4 monsters, and that kind of sucks, but the effect is very good because he's like a Gravekeeper's Assailant. You can put something in defense, or you can flip something up, and flip effects aren't activated. So what does this mean? You cannot activate Gravekeeper's Spy, Right Click Lightsworn Hunter, and so basically he'll dodge, destruction or special summoning, and he's good because, he can put Reaper in attack like Papler Operative. So he's basically like Corn and Papler Operative put together. Although Corn is good for just that nice spot removal and 1000 burn damage. So I don't know how good this card will be in the meta, unless decks can just spit out rank 3 and 4 Exceeds like nothing. And if they can do that, then I think Tin Archduke has a very good chance of being very viable in this format, as he is 2200 attack, and that's big body and pause. So yeah. Next card. These two. This is Fairy Cheer Girl and Chaos Exceed Fairy Cheer Girl, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yes, these cards are very good, especially Fairy Cheer Girl, because she has the ability to attach one and draw a card. So that's very, it's always good. Draw power is always accepted in Yu-Gi-Oh! In any form, unless it's really bad. Like Advanced Draw is a terrible card. But yeah, 1900, so it's pretty good. Crash with Thunder King and get over Stratos and stuff like that. So this requires 2 level 4 fairies, so I don't know if agents will be splashing Jupiters and other cards in there, but I'd really like to see this card in play, as it is very good. This card, well, because it draws cards. This card, I think it equips this card. It's kind of a weird effect, but it equips Fairy Cheer Girl, and you detach one. After you attack the monster, you detach it, and I don't know what you do. I think you inflict 400 damage for each card in their hand, and if that's the case, that's very good because that can end games right there, like Cowboy. Just main phase, well, not battle phase, attack, detach, and that could be game right there. So yeah, this card, if it was easier to get out, it's 3 level 5s, so that's kind of hard to make, but some decks will be able to get it out. Pause. And yeah, it's actually, when it goes to the graveyard, you draw a card too. So either way, these cards provide draw support, so you won't lose. Essentially, you won't lose the card. You won't lose this card if it dies, unless you guess compulsed, which kind of sucks. Next card, Gauntlet Warrior. This is like Adrius, only not as good because it's face-up monster and not face-up card. But decks like Heretics can use this to their advantage, as it can pop a card on the field. Because they can spit out rank 6 Exceeds like nothing. So it's 24-28. So I'm guessing they didn't want this card in attack position. I don't know why. They should have made this a higher attack, because that's kind of stupid. But yeah, I don't know if I'd see this card in play unless you have a deck that spits out rank 4 Exceeds, or rank 6 Exceeds. Excuse me. So yeah, other than that, it's very, I guess it's like Adrius, so whatever. Next card, this is King Feral Imp. This card finally gives reptiles some sort of rota, because you detach one, you add a reptile to your hand, I think level 4 or lower. It's 2 level 4 monsters, so anything can get it out. You can use Tin Goldfish and Goblin Birch, or if I'm pronouncing that right. So if hopefully they'll give reptiles more support in the future, because that's the least supported archetype in the game, and I feel as though it needs a lot more cards like this to help make it good, because reptiles are like tier 80 million bajillion over 9,000. So yeah, it's good. It's got a good body, 2 paws, 2300, 2000 defense, so it's good. It's also dark, so I don't know what you can use that for. Maybe BLS if you want to splash it in there. And this card is going to be very broken. Shark Fortress, 2 level 5s and 2400 attack, 18 defense. This card is going to be a secret rare. I'm pretty sure on that. Everything else, well, let's go back. Tin Archduke's going to be a super. This is going to be a super or an ultra. That might be a rare. This card's going to be either super or rare. Maybe ultra. This card, I have no idea, because I don't know if they're giving reptile support. But if they are, it's probably going to be ultra. But if they're not, it's going to be rare. Or maybe super. So, I'll say super. This card's going to be secret because it attacks twice. You detach one, any monster you control can attack twice. If this is the only monster on the board, you inflict 4,800 damage if you attack directly. That is game changing. And if your opponent can't respond next turn with this card, you are most likely going to win the game. Because 4,800 damage is a lot. I mean, obviously, but this is just a game ender right here. This is like Volcasaurus. Not on crack, because you can blow up an acid golem and like nothing, and that's pretty crazy, and then overlay for your eye charger. But this is pretty good, so this might be secret. And if Konami's nice enough to me an ultra, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be secret. So yeah, leave a comment about what you think about these cards, and yeah, I'll have another video up soon. Hopefully a duel video, because I don't think I have one of those on my channel. But we suck at dueling because we're not Billy Brake or Jeff Jones, so you don't want to see us scrubs duking it out with terrible decks. Alright, see ya.